Snag this job. Huh? How'd you snag this job?
I needed 2 pairs.
Hey, Tim. How you doing? Good. Looks like it stopped raining, so that's good.
Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, and thank you all for being here today to join us in this ceremony. It has been an honor to serve as senior class presidents this past year, and we are incredibly proud of what we, as the class of 2023, have accomplished.
Most of all, it has been wonderful to get to know each and every one of our peers throughout this 4-year journey together. So without further ado, we as the class presidents of 2023 are happy to welcome you all to the graduation of the class of 2023. Thank you.
Hello, graduates. I'm so happy to be here with you and your family and friends today. And I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to share Middlebury Union High School with you in your last semester. Together, you have so many talents in academics, athletics, the arts and trades, and so much more. Our community is stronger because of the many unique interests, perspectives, and experiences you bring to the table. but I know it doesn't always feel that way. For as long as I remember, high school has been notorious for cliques and competition. High schools are places of friendship and connection, but also, too often, places of unkindness and exclusion as we work out who we are in comparison to and in contrast with one another. Who belongs? Who doesn't? How do we know? These questions feel heavy in high school. I wish I could tell you that after graduation, this gets easier. Sometimes it does. Sometimes leaving high school launches you into places where you finally feel you belong. Other times it can make you feel untethered. But no matter where you go next, connection and belonging will always matter. This is biologically determined. Humans are soft animals. We don't have scales or sharp teeth or claws. On our own, we're pretty vulnerable in the wild. Compared to other major predators, we're not especially fast, we're not especially strong. We're smart though, and we're social. Through much of human history, we survived in packs, tribes, and clans. We evolved to need social connection like we need food, water, and shelter. Threats to group membership were threats to survival. It can still feel that way. And high school can often feel like the wild. Matthew Lieberman, author of the book Social, Why Our Brains Are Wired to Connect, noted that around the world, the language used to express social harm is a language of pain. Our hearts ache, our feelings get hurt. Lieberman explained that these are not just metaphors. Social pain is real pain, he said, and its existence is a sign that evolution has treated social connection like a necessity, not a luxury. In his book, Belonging, The Science of Creating Connection and Bridging Divides, author Jeffrey Cohen explained that although we all feel a deep need to belong, we don't always recognize that need in others. So often, without meaning to, we act in ways that hurt others, that cause them to doubt their own sense of belonging. Can you think of a time when you did or said something that made someone else feel othered or excluded? I can. And I'm willing to bet that everyone here has suffered from at least one experience of social pain. I've had a few. A really hurtful slumber party in middle school. Not making the volleyball team in high school. Seeing friend groups fall apart in the pandemic. These experiences are painful because for all of our differences, we have at least one thing in common. This need to feel connected, to belong. Over these past few months, I found myself thinking a lot about how we build belonging in a school. I've been reflecting on my own experiences of connection. The world has changed a lot since I was in high school. For one thing, email was new then. We had calling cards to call long distance from landlines. We sent mixtapes to friends in care packages with handwritten letters. These days, my smartphone has 14 separate apps designed to exchange messages instantly by text, audio, video, image, comment, clicker emoji. I video chat with my sister who lives an ocean away. I fully expect that within a few years, I will sit with her on a virtual couch 6 time zones apart, chatting as if we were together in person. We are surrounded by miracles of digital connection I couldn't have imagined when I was your age. But too often we stare at screens while we sit beside friends. Despite all of the technology designed to connect us, there's a sense of separation, division, and isolation in our society now. The technology is new, and some of the problems it brings are also new. The way arguments escalate over chat threads and insults evaporate in snaps only after the harm has been done. These things are different from when I was young. But they're related to that age-old challenge, the struggle to connect in school, to find and hold on to an authentic sense of belonging. Whatever you do next, wherever you go after graduation, I challenge you to consider this question. What might it look like to contribute actively to building a culture of belonging and connection? I don't think you'll find the answer in technology. I think the answer lies in the differences between us, in finding ways to connect, not despite our differences, but because of them. How might high school be different if we didn't spend so much energy trying to figure out how to make ourselves fit into a particular group or measure up to a singular standard? How would life be different if we let that go? I think if we have to reshape ourselves to belong, we've set a bar that is neither reachable nor relevant. The things we find we have in common can help us make connections, but if we want authentic belonging, we have to bring our authentic selves to the table. We have to invite others and accept ourselves with our idiosyncrasies and imperfections as belonging here in this place on this path. We have to trust that our differences are our gifts, that these differences make our packs, our tribes, and our communities stronger. Think of the myriad gifts each of you has given to the MUHS community. Together you have done so much. You have come to school early to play in the jazz band. You have made fabulous creations in art club. You have grown greens for us to eat in our cafeteria. You have followed your own curious questions through class projects. You have competed together on our unified basketball team. You have built boats and launched them on Lake Champlain. You have created podcasts, photographs, songs, and films. You have cheered each other on from the bleachers and sidelines during games. You have cooked and shared meals from family traditions. You have contributed to our community through your work and internships, through community service and peer leadership. You are accomplished mathematicians, scientists, poets, performers, athletes, carpenters, mechanics, chefs, and so much more. You have belonged here. And through your many acts of kindness, you have found ways to show others that they belong too. Cheering for classmates in talent shows, sharing anonymous notes of appreciation with teachers, scrawling messages of love on the sidewalks in front of the school, maybe stick with chalk next time, gathering to celebrate the life of a classmate lost too soon. Through these acts and many more, you have contributed to a culture of belonging. When I reflect on all of these things, I think maybe we're not as disconnected and divided as it can feel sometimes. When we look up from our screens, there are so many beautiful acts of kindness and expressions of belonging to observe. Our digital devices don't have to be barriers to belonging. If you wield them with compassion, they can be tools to stay connected to one another, to your roots, to your home, even as you stretch that web of connection to new people, places, and ideas. As you head out on your next adventures, you will carry this capacity to create belonging with you. As you continue to learn and grow and develop your unique talents and characteristics, take time to notice and appreciate what makes each person around you uniquely amazing too. And when your sense of belonging falters, remember that you are not alone in that. That's part of what makes us human. Knowing that pain can help us empathize when those around us are hurting, can help us understand and reconnect when harm has broken the bonds between us. The need to belong is human, but the power to connect is too. Let that be the superpower we build together.
Good morning and welcome, family, friends, teachers, and class of 2023. My name is Nora Wooten, and thank you all for being here. Though I am certainly not the first to say it, I'd like to begin with congratulations. Class of 2023, we did it. This accomplishment is no small feat, especially considering the number of online math classes that most of us probably slept through in 10th grade. I'm sorry, Mr. Livesey. But truly, after such an unusual high school experience, Thank you to all of our teachers for your tireless work under circumstances that were far from ideal. The fact that we are sitting here today is a testament to your dedication and care. Even within those conditions, you created the normalcy we needed. You encouraged us to get involved, to have as close to a traditional high school experience as possible. So in that spirit, this past winter, I tried Nordic skiing for the MUHS team. I had never skied before, which was obvious to everyone around me. But even so, I had a great time. And while I'm sure there are several lessons embedded in this experience, such as the importance of venturing out of your comfort zone, persevering through difficulty, and the proper way to wear a lobster costume, I'd like to share one moment from the season that resonates with me. It was nothing noteworthy, just a regular practice, and we were out for a long skate ski. They don't tell you this, but in Nordic, 70% of the sport is just about picking the right gear. On any given day, the rest of the team looked like they had stepped out of a Swix catalog. I, on the other hand, did not. I was failing at this portion of the sport, especially when it came to my gloves, which had been a personal challenge all season. I refused to invest in fancy Nordic gloves, and instead I had been trying to find the perfect pair from the variety of gardener's gloves and Bernie Sanders mittens that we owned at home. None worked, and my hands were always too hot or too cold. On this particular day, I thought I had developed a genius plan. Wear 2 pairs of gloves. We set out towards Craig's Hill while the sun was shining between the trees and the wind was biting cold. Just 10 minutes in, my fingers were blocks of ice. I couldn't hold my poles, and I was frustrated that my scheme had not worked. It was only after I took off 1 pair of gloves that I regained any feeling in my hands and I was able to continue. As a side note, this anomaly of physics makes no sense. I have questions, Mr. Harrington. Anyways, here is the intrinsic lesson in this story. There is no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. And as someone who has decided to go to college in Minnesota, it's probably a good idea that I learn this lesson quickly. However, this saying holds more than just a literal connotation. It refers to adaptability and letting go of expectations. As some of you already know, I am a bit of a perfectionist and a big fan of planning, to the point that I've been called a varsity spreadsheeter. But in the case of this story, all of my careful planning had not saved me from the unexpected. In fact, over-planning was my downfall. It was only when I modified my approach based on the situation that I was successful. We all make assumptions about the future, predictions about how our life is going to unfold. But as we journey beyond high school, let's remember this. What we think is going to happen may not turn out exactly as we envision. Life is unpredictable. No amount of wishing will influence the weather, and no amount of planning will decide the future. We are confined to a world that is mostly out of our control. So while we cannot change what happens around us, we can adjust our perspectives and our actions. So there is no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. It is not about our circumstances, but rather how we react, how we adapt, and how we accept the challenges we encounter. Difficulty is inevitable, yet there is also so much to look forward to. Flexibility frees us to enjoy the present. Instead of dwelling on the way we think things should be, adjusting to reality gives us a chance to appreciate the sunlight through the trees, crisp winter air, and the joy of going out for a ski. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vivian. Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate the class of 2023 on our graduation day. It means a lot. Thanks especially to the parents, guardians, grandparents, families, and guests here for supporting us through our high school careers. I am almost certain that when my parents looked at me when I was a baby, they did not say, "One day, this child will be known on the cross-country team for her collection of cheesy pickup lines." I doubt they thought I would even be on the cross-country team. though, to be fair, neither did I. Despite all that, cross country was the most often recurring subject in my supplemental college essays and has been a singularly consistent source of joy in my life, and I don't even like running. Going into high school, I had a very clear idea of who I was, what activities I would do, and how I fit into my group of friends and my class. I was operating under the slightly delusional assumption that other people needed me to stay the same so that they could develop and have someone consistent to fall back on. I also thought that teenage development would be sudden and noticeable and would involve a lot of angst and sad music. As it turns out, the only sad music I listen to is opera and Harry Styles, a combination that came completely out of left field. I still love all the things I expected to continue loving, like costume dramas and skiing, and singing loudly in the middle of the night. I still get unreasonably excited for Christmas, and love putting on fancy clothes and dancing. Even though I don't do ballet anymore, and I'm in the pit band more often than I'm on stage, I don't have to completely disregard the person I was when those activities were what I loved most. Moving forward with my changing interests, switching from ballet to cross country, from acting to music, and from painting class to environmental science was probably the biggest development I went through during my high school years. Surprisingly, to my 10-year-old self, that is, very little angst was involved. These shifts did not make me unrecognizable and did not come with rain-drenched conversations that ended with someone telling me in dramatic tones that they didn't even know me anymore. Change doesn't have to be big or completely life-altering to be important. It just has to be allowed to happen. If I had chosen my extracurriculars based on guilt or a fear of disappointment or a sense of obligation to my younger self or others, I would not have found my favorite people in the world. I would not have discovered how easy it is to find joy in unexpected places, nor how important it is. High school is hard. Applying to college is hard. The IB Diploma program is hard. Being constantly surrounded by people who are trying to figure themselves out, and being one of them, is hard. I would not have gotten through it without the happiness I found with other people, even if I was doing something I didn't necessarily enjoy. Mixing strange chocolate milk concoctions with the cross-country team, or having snowball fights during Nordic practice are the kinds of things that got me through the most difficult parts of high school, which, because I haven't been alive for very long, have also been the most difficult parts of my life. Learning how to embrace new sources of joy as I find them has been probably the single most important thing I have learned how to do during high school. Getting through the fear of disappointing other people and being only afraid of disappointing yourself is one of the most powerful abilities a person, especially a high schooler, can have. We are trying to figure out who we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to do in and out of school, and making decisions about how other people will perceive us and what we're going to pursue once we are released into the world like a flock of nervous birds. This is why we need laughter and comfort. Finding these things wherever they may be, whether in French class with Madame Steele or at team dinners, is how we're going to survive whatever comes next. Between climate change and college and the struggles of human existence, something difficult will always be happening. Adapting and finding joy is how these things will be surmountable, especially if they come from people or places we didn't plan on needing. If there is one piece of advice I have to offer, it is to let yourself become something different from what you thought you would be. That, and find your equivalent of the cross-country team. Thank you.
Middlebury Union High School Departmental Awards are presented each year to members of the graduating class in recognition of their academic achievements. As I read the names of honorable mentions, would those students please stand to be recognized? As I read recipients, please come forward. In language and literature, honorable mentions Stella Andrews and Maeve Roach. And recipient Vivian Ross. In fine arts, honorable mentions Camilla Blanco and Helen Brayton. And recipient Melody Barenbaum. In mathematics, honorable mentions Nora Wooten and Aidan Chance. And recipient Elise Heppel. In science, honorable mentions Nora Wooten and Aidan Chance. And recipient Vivian Ross. In individuals and societies, honorable mentions Maeve Roach and Dahlia Harrison Irwin. And recipient Ari Graham Gerland. In language acquisition, honorable mentions Elise Heppel and Nora Wooten. And recipient Camilla Blanco. In physical education, health, honorable mentions Landon Schubert and Nathan Bingham. And recipient Peter Lynch. And in design, honorable mentions Trevor Schnorr and Shannon Gillette. And recipient Caleb Hustis.
Hello, my name is Barb Wilson. I'm the chair of the school board. It is my honor to be able to acknowledge Dr. Peter Burrow's service to the ACSD community. Would you come here? You've got to stand next to me now. And I am sure that I am joined by those present here today in wishing you much success as you move on to the next chapter in your career. So the school board has some things for you, which I'd like to present. And Ben's going to help me. Here's the first. And I can read that, what's on there. It's a crystal gift. And the inscription reads, "With our greatest appreciation, we hereby present Dr. Peter Burrows with this award in recognition for your ongoing commitment and dedicated service to the ACSD community as our superintendent over the past 10 years. Thank you. So you can probably give this back to him. Okay, we have to have some fun here too, right? Next, here's a gift, and I'm going to have you open it. Okay? And hopefully I didn't tie the knot too tight. As I am sure something that most of us present here this morning will always remember about Peter is that on the very first day of school each year, Peter would ride his bicycle and visit each school. Using Google Maps, I estimated that was at least 50 miles to connect all of our schools. And over the course of 10 years, that's 500 miles, which is pretty cool. This gift is intended to help Peter remember our ACSD community and the beautiful county that we live in and that he traveled through as he rode to each of our schools. So, the board wanted to find a cycling jersey that highlighted our area. And each year, in conjunction with the Addison County Relocalization Network, or ACORN, the Tour de Farms ride happens in September, which is in Shoreham this year. And every year, they create a jersey, and a local artist provided the artwork on there. And the jersey will be available on the 17th, and I'll make sure you get a copy of it. So the best thing I could do is give you a mock-up of it. So sorry about that. So in the meantime, this basically shows you what it's going to look like. It's going to be beautiful. And we hope that whenever you wear this jersey, that you'll recall the fond memories of being part of our ACSD community. So, and we have one other thing for you as well. And you can open this if you want as well. And one of our board members put this together for you. Awesome.
You can't see it, but a picture of all my visits. Very nice.
Yep. So we just wish you the very best in your next journey. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Okay, enough about me. It's about all of you, right? Yeah? So good morning, MUHS seniors, parents, relatives, staff, and community members. What a beautiful moment as we gather to celebrate and reflect on the sacrifice, learning, and experience of the class of 2023. Today, together, we pause to collect our breath, to mark this day and its significance in the accumulated experiences of our lives. And we stand up to recognize just what it took. And we know because we were there for each of these seniors to be here today. In graduation speeches across the country today, speakers will be drawing from the well of graduation wisdom to provide guidance and direction to the thousands of high school graduates stepping out into the world. They'll be extolling dedication and sacrifice, grit and determination, dreams, hope, and carpe diem. I can tell you, as I've watched graduates walk across this stage over the years, that it's hard to distill these few short moments into a singular message that will have a significant impact on the trajectory of MUHS graduates' lives. And after wishing farewell to many graduates who have gone on to do amazing things, and some who have wandered before finding their purpose, the thing that I've come to realize finally is this: remember what you love. Life will at times feel like a maelstrom. You'll be flowing peacefully downriver, will close your eyes for a brief moment, and the waters will be upon you. As you've already experienced, in life there are some things that we can control and much that we cannot. And when you get caught in one of these storms, whether it's deciding on a major or which career to pursue or what's next in the many transitions ahead, grounding yourself in what you love will be the absolute center of what's right. Remembering what you love doesn't always appear right away. Often what we see right in front of our line of sight are the pressures, the fears, the emotions that make clarity elusive. Remembering what you love is a practice and takes reflection and introspection. Make space in your life for this practice. The automatic conveyor belt of work, sleep, and weekend is real. While it carries a certain kind of satisfying rhythm to it, push yourself to be awake and truly alive by sustaining a practice in which you take time to better understand what you love. Love in its essence is selfless. Remembering what you love will help you move out of your own way to figure out what's important. The world desperately needs you and your gifts right now. Share them. The essence of a strong community is love. I know from experience over the last decade, as I look back on the great intention and heart of countless people who have been part of our schools, how it is this love that binds all of us together. There are so many people in this arena who have loved, are loving, and will love you throughout your lives. And this is one part of the puzzle as you move forward. The other part is loving yourself and remembering what you love. Thank you, class of 2023, for all that you've given and all that you leave behind. We are with you always. We will now recognize the class of 2023 and their great accomplishments as we announce our scholarship recipients. Our first three scholarships will be presented by Dr. Ted Tai. The Middlebury Post number 27 American Legion and Auxiliary scholarships are $3,500 each. This year's 5 recipients are attending Vermont Technical College, Declan Anderson, Hope College, Madison Cram, Champlain College, Wu Dong, Northeastern University, Amanda Gomez, and Vermont State University, Graham Metrick. The Middlebury Sons of the American Legion Squadron number 27 scholarships are $1,500 each. This year's two recipients are attending Tufts University, Camilla Blanco, and Hamilton College, Paige Hescock. The Kevin Draper Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to attending Southern Maine Community College, Alyssa Fairley. The Middlebury High School, Middlebury Union High School Alumni Scholarships, 5 scholarships in the amount of $2,000 each, will be presented by Bill Cunningham. This year's recipients are attending Vermont Technical College, Declan Anderson, Hope College, Madison Cram, Vermont State University, Castleton, Lydia Dragon, Southern Maine Community College, Alyssa Fairley, and SUNY Morrisville, Vanessa Sunderland. The Ronald A. Mainelli Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 and renewable for 3 additional years is presented by Michael McLaughlin. This year's recipient is attending Rochester Institute of Technology, Owen Lawton. The Rebecca Lynn Ball Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented by Chris Giorgio. This year's recipient is Gabrielle Lackard. The Middlebury Community Players Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented by Tom Noble. This year's recipient is attending Haverford College, Vivian Ross. For the remaining scholarships, students will stand for recognition. Scholarships are included in the diploma envelopes. Do not lose those. The Hubert N. Wagner Awards for Continuing Education are in the amount of $1,200 each. This year's 5 recipients are apprenticing at Glen Peck Electric, Sawyer Cataract, attending Johns Hopkins University, James Penn Riney, University of Mississippi, Cole Schnorr, Vermont State University, Castleton, Cameron Stone, and Dean College, Michaela Swan. The Bill Andrews, Dr. Don Bicknell Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by LC Jazz in the amount of $1,200, is presented to attending Weber State University, Mary Johnson. The Middlebury Lions Club Memorial Scholarships are in the amount of $2,000 each. This year's 3 recipients are attending Dickinson College, Maggie Conklin, the University of Vermont, Elizabeth Crawford, and Northeastern University, Amanda Gomez. The Addison Central Educators Association Scholarship, $1,000 scholarship, is presented to attending Endicott College, Jack Trudeau. The Carl Simonisky Legacy Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Indy Chowdhury. The Allison Worthington Green Fine Arts Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to attending Montserrat College of Art, Tayden Demirs. The Masonic Memorial Relief Fund in the amount of $1,000 is being presented to attending Dean College, Michaela Swan. The United Way of Addison County's Live United Scholarship in the amount of $3,000 is being presented to attending Tufts University, Camilla Blanco. Vermont Student Assistance Corporation Vermont Honor Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is being presented to attending Princeton University, Nargis Anzali. The Kelly Bow Memorial Scholarships, 2 scholarships in the amount of $2,000, are being presented to attending Wellesley College, Nina Cole, and Dartmouth College, Ariana Graham Gerlin. The Rhoda Curran Benjamin Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to attending the Georgia Institute of Technology, Maddie Crown. The Dolphin LaFleur Scholarships in the amount of $1,500 each are being presented to attending Princeton University, Nargis Anzali, and Haverford College, Vivian Ross. The Stanton S. Lazarus and Eugene M. Lazarus Scholarship for Community Service in the amount of $500 is presented to attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Indy Chowdhury. The Waitsville and Champlain Valley Telecom Eunice B. Farr Incentive Award in the amount of $1,000 is presented to attending Hampshire College, Hannah Cormier. The NEAT Repeat Scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each are being presented to 3 recipients. Attending Elon University, Kelsey Altamose, Tufts University, Camilla Blanco, and Weber University, Mary Johnson. The Salisbury Teacher Scholarship in the amount of $200 is being presented to attending Tufts University, Camilla Blanco. The Norumbega Oyster Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to attending the University of Rhode Island, Melody Berenbaum. The OMYA Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to attending Clarkson University, Trevor Schnorr. The James D. Daniel Jr. Legacy Scholarship in the amount of $250 is presented to attending Illinois Institute of Technology, Aiden Chance. The Middlebury Union High School Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to attending Oberlin College, Toby Wells Spackman. The Ethel Rogers Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to attending DePaul's College of Liberal Arts, Stella Andrews. The William J. Rogers Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to attending Hamilton College, Paige Hescock. The William R. Rogers Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is presented to attending the University of Vermont, Katie Pittner. The Marie Crovat Awards are being presented to 15 recipients. Attending Elon University, Kelsey Altamose, Springfield College, Dakota Blair, Connecticut College, Naomi Brightman, Champlain College, Wu Dong, Fairfield University, Sana Dogowitz, Skidmore College, Megan Gemignani, McGill University, Dahlia Harrison Irwin, Dickinson College, Henry Hunsdorfer, New York University, Ainsley Johnson, Northeastern University, Genevieve Mott, Colorado College, Leah Robinson, Roger Williams University, Louis Sucamel, Endicott College, Jack Trudeau, SUNY Plattsburgh, Finn Whitlock, and Carleton College, Nora Wooten.
This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. Ooh, 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 This is the sound of one voice. One people, one voice. Song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
ACSD School Board Chair, Barbara Wilson. Superintendent, Dr. Peter Burrows. I certify to you that all of the members of the class assembled here before you have completed their requirements for graduation. Therefore, I present to you the class of 2023. The following students are unable to be with us today. However, I wish to recognize them as graduates: Catherine Carpenter, Madison DeBishop, and Alex Tolgesi. At this time, we would like to acknowledge another member of the class of 2023, Rebecca Lynn Ball, whose unfortunate passing this spring keeps her from being with us in person. Rebecca is certainly in our hearts today. I would ask that Rebecca's father, Daniel Ball, come forward to receive her honorary diploma. Helen Hope Lozano Brayton. Senya Grace Dogowitz. Elizabeth Grace Crawford. Vivian Keebler Ross. Nora Wooten. Mish Alexander. Kelsey Marie Altimos. Declan Neil Anderson. Oliver Boyce Anderson. Stella May Andrews. Nargis Anzali. Cole Austin Ashland. Connor Michael Thomas Bachand. Melody Zalira Barenbaum. Nicholas Matthew Bergeron. Willem Patrick Berry. Kagan Jack Besser Jones. Arusha Patrick Binder. Nathan Robert Bingham. Dakota Sandra Blair. Camila Blanco Rodriguez. Trey McIver Bosworth. Jolie Delane Bradford. Naomi Lucia Bro Brightman. Emma Ann Brown. Keegan K. Brown. Matthew Daniel Brown. Morgan Scott Bouger. Sawyer Anthony Cateret. Xander Francis Wayne Campanelli. Aiden Armstrong Chance. Lane Raymond Chant. India Blythe Chaudhary. Nina Helen Cole. Nicholas Combs. Mary Margaret Conklin. David Keith Corkins. Hannah Marie Cormier. Brianna Cram. Madison Elizabeth Cram. Maddie Helen Crown. Devin Owen Sear. Tayden K. Demirs. Wu Dong. Hannah G. Doria. Lydia Dragon. Tony Engel. Alyssa Lynn Farley. Louis Armand Favreau. Willow Kathleen Fitzgerald. Chad Stephen Fredette. Gage Ian Gallagher. Megan Elliott Avery Gimignani. Shannon Christopher Gillette. Amanda Silva Gomez. Ariana Eve Graham Gerland. Dahlia Esther Harrison Irwin. Elise B. Heppel. Paige Umiso Hescock. Carter Everett Hubble. Caleb Thomas Hustis. Maya Marie Hustis. Henry Arthur Hunsdorfer. Jane Jensen Wagoner. Ainsley Linnea Johnson. Mary Kathleen Johnson Pania. Evan Daniel Kryzo. Gabrielle May Lackard. Lily Alana Lapiner. Owen Ian Lawton. Carter Sunderman Lee. Liliana Luksh. Peter Edward Lynch. Colin Bruce McGuffey. Eli J. Marks. Graham Aston Matrick. Genevieve D. Mott. Giselle Musanese. Alexis Nichols. Jillian Lene Knopp. Finn O'Neill. Cyrus Odell. Rebecca Manchester Orton. Conan Miles Paziak. Oslin Ash Peters. Caden Annalena Pittner. Tyrion R. Cannell. Tyler M. Cannell. Adelaide Ritchie. James Pendleton Riney. Ace Rourke. Leah Constanza Robinson. Maeve Stinson Roach. Elliot Donovan Schneider. Cole Landon Schnorr. Trevor Christopher Schnorr. Bronson Van Dyke Chazelle. Benjamin Seaton. Ellie Sellers. Nicholas Ryan Sheldrick. Landon John Schubert. Ronen Silberman. Abigail Grace Stafford. Cameron V. Stone. Charles Richard Stone. Louis Nathaniel Sukamel. Vanessa Marie Sunderland. Michaela Lynn Swan. Jacob Cohen Terrian. Camden Thompson. Jeremiah Caleb Tinker. Mason Kenneth Tracy. Jack Pierre Trudeau. Abigail Kaylee Tufts. William Wagner. John Robert Wallace. Nolan Warner. Riley Ann Washburn. Zachary Arthur Welch. Toby Grosvenor Wells Spackman. Finn Davis Whitlock. Lucas Odin Weichel. Zachary James Wilkerson. And Sean Aaron Woodhouse. I present to you the class of 2023.